My early years and most of my youth were spent on our family farm in Bracebridge in Muskoka. And I grew up there on that farm, which is actually operated by now six generations, including my nephews. And that was a very big part of my youth because it really helped to form my values. So after about, I think it was 13 years, I think my sister was 13 at the time, my dad decided to go back to university. His education had been interrupted by World War II. He hadn't even completed his secondary school. And so he went back, and 4 kids in tow, and so it was very courageous of him. And I think that seeing my dad go through that had a great mark on all of us kids, and certainly led and helped me, inspired me to become a physiotherapist. I did my physiotherapy at McGill University, and then I went on and did my master's in Masters of Health Science in Health Science Administration at the Université de Montréal. Alors, je l'ai fait tout en français, même ma maîtrise. I have been very fortunate with the skills and with the education that I've had to have an amazing array of opportunities, all health related pretty much, but starting as a staff physiotherapist and working my way up to eventually CEO of a hospital. And I've had the opportunity to actually start out my own business after my husband passed away, and he was a physician. I was really inspired by the way he advocated for his patients, and so I started up a healthcare navigation business to help people to navigate the healthcare system. I've been CEO of 4 hospitals in 3 provinces, and the most recent, most of you are aware, is in the Orillia Soldiers Memorial Hospital, where I was CEO for 7 years, and had the absolute pleasure of taking a situation which was pretty desperate at the time. The administration had been dumped as well as the board of directors, and the morale was terrible. The community had lost trust in the hospital, and I had the pleasure of leading a team, hiring a brand new team and turning that around. And it is now, well, in terms of quality of care, has the highest standard of excellence, and financially has been turned around. This is really what democracy is all about. It's the grassroots organizations, it's the people like all of us in this room that are going to make our democracy stay alive and vibrant. And really, frankly, it's going to mean why Trudeau is going to be able to put together a fantastic team across this country and form the 42nd Parliament with a Liberal Trudeau government. Right? You all agree? And I think that with my experience, my passion, my drive, my network, I do believe that I can do this for you as your Liberal candidate. And that is why I have put my name forward, and that's why I'm asking for your support. My vision for Canada, I think like many of you, is of a healthy, just, and inclusive society. I am very concerned, like many of you, and I think you're going to hear a lot of this from other candidates, about what's happened to this country after 9 years of the Harper government. And I'm very upset with our environmental record. It's abysmal. I'm upset with our reputation in the United Nations that's tanked. We are no longer seen as peacemakers. I am horrified because I have met lots of First Nations women and have marched with First Nations women, that there is no call to action in terms of a commission to inquire into the missing and murdered Aboriginal women. I think that is totally unacceptable. I'm also concerned about what's happening with our youth and what's happening with employment, and the increasing gap that we're seeing between the haves and the have-nots. And I think that the current policies have definitely driven us in the wrong direction in terms of equality in this country. I did travel up here, I did travel around the area, and I certainly met people from all parts of this riding and heard their stories, their life journey, and certainly their health situations, and had the chance to get to know them. There was one situation I'll never forget in Orillia. I had the chance to go out on a van that went around to deliver food and social services with the Health and Salvation Army and the churches. They all worked together to contribute to services, and we went in a van and delivered meals to people once a week. And I would see the living conditions. It was unbelievable. People living in motels with children, 4 people, 5 people in a motel room, and people that were living in really substandard, frankly, slums that they were living in. And that's totally unacceptable in this country of ours, which is one of the wealthiest in the whole world. And I truly think that we need an activist government who gets involved in these types of issues in order to turn this around. We can win Simcoe North. To achieve this, we must win over, first of all, some Liberal voters that may have strayed or become discouraged over the last few years, and already I'm pleased to say that new members. I saw some signing up today, are coming back, which is just fantastic. And I've spoken to Conservative people, and I've spoken to NDPs and Greens, and all of them are saying we must unite together in order to defeat this government. Even some people who voted Conservative in the past are saying they will vote Liberal this time and support me. And I'm a Taurus, so that means that I'm pretty determined and stubborn sometimes, but it usually means that I get things done and I deliver what I say I'm going to do. Et j'espère avoir l'occasion de parler à chacun d'entre vous. Et je vous remercie beaucoup. Thank you, Big Rich.